Breaking news is in. The Chicago Bulls have officially gone out and re-signed Adama Sanogo. We're going to be talking about what this means for Sanogo and what this means for the Chicago Bulls. And this is Rico Greenhowe. This is another episode of Bulls Digest. Before we go ahead and jump into it, wanted to let you know that 77.4% of you guys that watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest news and happenings around your Chicago Bulls. Without further ado, guys, let's jump into the hot topic of the day, which is Adama Sanogo has re-signed with the Chicago Bulls. And I am super stoked about this, guys. Look, this guy was outstanding for the Chicago Bulls in the one appearance that we remember. But what is fascinating about this, guys, is that Sanogo might have been, I think, the best undrafted NBA player in last season's draft. And also, too, guys, look, a lot of people are sleeping on the fact that this guy was a national champion for the UConn Huskies. He was the starting center before Donovan Clegan was, guys. And so, look, he did his thing with the Windy City Bulls last year. He only appeared in 8 games, had a total of 31 minutes, which is ludicrous, guys, when you think about the fact of how Vooch really struggled. And then we also knew that Drummond possibly could be going in free agency. Why we did not get this guy some run, I have no clue. And I will say this, guys, in his one game where he had 20 points and 22 rebounds, guys, which was historic, which we're going to go over, guys. We also had some great performances in that game from Dylan Terry, who also had 17 points and a poster dunk. Then we also had a Javon Carter sighting. He had 20 points and over a 10 assist in this game. And what is phenomenal about this game, and we're going to look at some clips too, he literally, and I'm talking about Sanogo, came off the bench. And the irony of this is that we always say to Billy Donovan, play the young players. He had to come off the bench. We were losing to the Wizards, and then we took over control of the game. He had Torrey Craig starting at center, guys. Unbelievable, right? But anyhow, guys, looking into this thing in full context, look, 20 rebounds, in 35 minutes off the bench. But look at this, guys. One of 22 rookies in NBA history, with a 2020 game. And he is, look at this. He's right up there with Victor Wembanyama. He's right here with Walker Kessler. You're looking at Dwan Blair as well. Guys, this guy is into history with what he did. So he absolutely deserves the contract, guys. And the one thing that I love too in looking at this particular article, it says don't expect Sanogo to play in just 8 games this year. Thank goodness, guys. I hope that this guy is able to convert himself into a full-on contract, guys. And so I am loving the fact that we went out and got this guy. And the one thing that I do love about Sanogo is this. He's not a three-point shooter. He doesn't hit the mid-range shot, guys, but he is an effective player inside. He knows exactly where to be. He has great hands and good catch radius, guys, and he has terrific finishes around the basket. And the one thing that I love about him is he goes up strong. Think of a guy like Jared Allen, who I absolutely love, guys. And with that being said, guys, look at some of these highlight clips from where he had this phenomenal game against the Wizards. Look at this, guys. Makes himself available. Look at this nice up and under, the power move inside. I love that, guys. Here he is off a pick and roll. Look at this, the drop down pass, the nice finish. And then look at this one, guys. Terrific creativity from Carter, but look at the catch. I think that this is impressive, the catch, the finish, the nice pivot there. But look at this one. This is what I love about Sanogo, the energy, the heart, the hustle. Look at that, guys. Do you get that from Vooch? This is exactly why I absolutely love this signing, and this is why I cannot wait to see Sanogo go out there with Jalen Smith, who I think that their question marks are what more or how much better can they get when you give them playing time. I think that the Chicago Bulls are going to be into getting a pleasant surprise when they go ahead and give these guys minutes and give them the just playing time that I think that they absolutely deserve, guys. And so with that being said, guys, I know it's the holidays. I'm going to give you an extra topic, and one quite frankly that I owed you guys a long time ago, and that is talking about the Marcus Domask signing, guys. I think that this goes hand in hand with Sanogo, and this is why I think the Chicago Bulls are off to a great start with their youth movement. No, I'm not saying Domask is going to replace DeRozan. I'm not saying that he's going to replace Lavine, but I do like what he brings with the toughness, the grittiness, and a guy that we were high on, Terrence Shannon Jr., right? He absolutely raved about this guy. And the one thing about Domask is this. He is one of 10 players in college basketball that got a triple-double in the tournament, guys. And that's pretty good, all right? And so just throwing up some of the things that he's done, he was the Big Ten newcomer of the year. He also was first team All Big Ten as well, guys. He played 5 years in college. You're looking at some of the accolades. No way I'm going to get through all of those, guys. But he also reminds me of a guy that just came out of Marquette, Tyler Kolek. I think that he is right along those lines with the grittiness. And he also reminds me a lot of the Indiana Pacers with TJ McCullough. I think that's his name. He is quite frankly, he's pretty tough, right? And he's a guy that finds a way to score. He's crafty, and that's some of the pros about him. Not necessarily a terrific shooter, but he is absolutely crafty. He will go into the post, and he is a pretty good defender for the most part. Some of his cons where he does not necessarily have the athleticism and the speed, but what he lacks in athleticism and speed, he absolutely makes up for in skill, guys. And look at some of this stuff that he has particularly done. Look at this post up, right? Talking about that, look at this guy. That is the 9th pick in the NBA draft, turning over Zach Edey. And this was a game that he absolutely cooked in this game. I think he was the leading scorer against Purdue, who was number 3 at that time. Then you're going to see here another crafty finish where he attacks Edey. Look at that creativity. Again, not going to be flashy with the speed, but the toughness, the grit. I love that, guys. And then lastly, look at the handle, right? The step back, relocates the rim, finds it, knocks it down, guys. These are 2 signings that I absolutely love. And the one thing that I like about this kid, I know he's on an exhibit contract, but I see that this guy possibly reminds us of a player that is playing major minutes in the NBA that we once had and that we would love to have on our roster right now, and that is Max Strus. They have the same height, about the same weight, guys, and he kind of resembles a little bit of that game, guys. I could see him developing into that. Am I saying that he's going to be here for a long-term development plan? I don't know. But if he is, I'm not interested in seeing him become a Max Strus and go over to the Miami Heat or the Cleveland Cavaliers. I would love for him to stay right here with the Chicago Bulls, develop, and become a rotational player, if not more at some point in time. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing possibly Sanogo and then also to Domask in the Summer League, guys. Do you think that both of these players were great signs for the Chicago Bulls? Do you think that they are going to help change the mentality of the Chicago Bulls because they're coming from winning programs as well? Let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking. Even though we're getting hyped over undrafted free agents, I'm still saying go Bulls. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, peace, peace.